This is a quick tip on how to improve your odds using the wheel guru. First, what you want to do to use it is you press the enter key to free your mouse and you can interact with it. Then you set the amount you want to bet, and once that's done, click on any of the buttons and that will scan the most probable spots where the wheel will land. And then it will count the color that's under those spots and add them up to display the probability of that color coming up. Once you see a probability that doesn't have a big difference between each other, you might want to avoid those. Now, what you're looking for, it's a big difference probability. What do I mean by that? I'll show you in a second. Once you get a decent high enough level of probability, what you want to look for is the three most important colors. In this case, green or blue, then purple or red, and if you want to be safe, you can always do yellow. So that's what we're going to do. Well, let's say we bet 100 in total. You put the amount you want to bet in yellow first, and then in this case, green, just click next to the color button. That will copy the amount, control paste it, and then click, paste it into your stack, and split up. Not enough time on that red. But ideally, that's how you want to do your bets. As fast as you can, so you won't get caught like I did. Whew. And as you can tell by that sound, we won. And it all depends on the colors, but essentially your probability, it's decently high, and you will win most of the times if you are doing it right and you're choosing your bets right. To keep your inventory organized, you want to preset your stacks so you don't have to make them in a hurry. And then as you earn and earn, you can increment your bets. During the nighttime, you want to equip yourself with a flashlight, a miner's helmet. When you see the not safe text, that implies that the probability of green and blue are the same. So you would like to avoid that bet. In this case, I had a purple. I didn't bet on purple, but if I had extra scrap, I would have just put some on purple, and that would have somewhat improved my odds. So again, avoid betting on blues or greens that have a low probability, like in this case. That way you will take less risks. Another important thing to note is avoid betting when the wheel is in between two colors, because that will create a very inaccurate prediction of the colors that are on the spot. As you can tell, they're getting sliced in between. It's getting sliced in between two different colors. So to avoid losing any unnecessary scrap, just skip this step and wait for a good turn. The best spot to sit at the wheel is as centered as you can and try to line up your buttons as much as you can with the center of each single slat. To change the size of your button, use this slider. Avoid overlapping each other's buttons, or that might give you some troubles. And to change the radius, use up and down arrow. You want to have the buttons to be as big as the slat themselves. So that will be the biggest you can go. The better, this is what's called a split. To ensure the best color calculation, make sure your buttons are aligned right in the center area, as you can see in this example. And make sure you have your flashlight on. This will improve drastically the results. If you don't, then you're going to see something like this, which does not look right and might be troublesome. When you see the not safe sign, that pretty much means that the probability of green and blue are essentially the same. So avoid betting when you see this and just wait for the perfect one, which is now this right here. It's what a good bet looks like. You want to have either a big gap between two different colors. In this case, 4 comes up 4 times, so it's already predefined to tell you all in. But when you see 4 blues or 4 greens, you want to emphasize that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this scrap and I'm going to do a 50-50 split, actually, 500. And then, oh no, do I have time? I do. And just like that, that is a pretty good split. Meaning, there's a big chance of one of those 2 colors coming up. So we just completely skipped yellow in this case, because the odds of a blue or purple coming up are pretty high, as you could probably tell. And voila. Well, folks, that's pretty much it. If you want to ask any questions, join the Discord. Also, we're going to be making more videos in the future. So if you want to be part of them, join the Discord. Link is on the description. Goodbye.